We're learning more about a bizarre case involving a mysterious death, a millionaire who apparently hid in a cardboard box to escape police, or that's his story. Here's the backstory. Cops in Belize report this man, John McAfee, is a person of interest in the shooting death of his neighbor. You recognize that name because he's the founder of McAfee security software, which is installed on more than 100 million computer systems to protect against viruses. Police say his neighbor turned up dead on Sunday with a gunshot wound to the head. According to Wired magazine, McAfee then called a reporter and said he'd gone into hiding, claiming he was afraid the police would kill him. He reportedly said he hid in the sand when investigators arrived at his house on Sunday and put a cardboard box over his head to breathe. Today on Studio B, the reporter who broke the story called McAfee a larger-than-life character.
One of McAfee's hobbies is telling tall tales to reporters.
It's a hobby.
It's a hobby of his. He finds enjoyment in it. So that's something you need to know about McAfee. I mean, listen, I would be surprised if he was actually at any point buried in the sand up to his neck with a cardboard box over his head. That doesn't seem to be a very good strategy for eluding the police, I would think.
McAfee also told the New York Times newspaper his $100 million fortune dwindled to just $4 million after the financial crisis. Trace Gallagher is live in our West Coast newsroom. Trace, McAfee claims the cops set him up, even maybe killed his dogs.
Yeah. John McAfee says, Shep, that a few months ago, the police in Belize raided his home for no reason and confiscated all of his weapons. Well, it turns out that the weapon used to kill his neighbor, a man named 52-year-old Gregory Fall, was actually the same type of weapon that was owned by John McAfee. Recently, that neighbor complained to authorities that McAfee's 4 dogs were dangerous. 2 days before the neighbor was shot to death, the dogs were poisoned to death. Legal experts say if John McAfee is being framed, he shouldn't hide. He should get help. Listen.
You know, you have to look at the person and say, do we take what he's saying with a grain of salt? But if you were a U.S. citizen living abroad and you were accused of a crime you didn't do, you would want your government to step in and say, wait a minute, he has rights.
Belize police are asking McAfee to come forward and clear his name, and if he's afraid to do so, to bring somebody with him. Well, tonight, McAfee is still running and still talking, contacting a reporter for Wired magazine at least 10 different times today, including a message that says, and I'm quoting here, "Power was just cut to the house I'm in. I think this is it." And then a few hours later, he called the very same reporter saying he has changed locations. The police have not caught him yet. And just minutes ago, Shep, that reporter says McAfee called him back saying that he had altered his appearance. But we should note that reporter has said that McAfee is involved in drugs, guns, and prostitution. He is paranoid and that he is not to be trusted.
Trace Gallagher in Los Angeles this afternoon. So do you have $3,500 lying